it's Northwest Bushcraft. I've had quite a lot of private messages just lately asking about my sort of preferred method of lighting a fire. I think there might be a tag going around possibly, or there probably shortly will be. My personal taste for lighting fires is using flint, steel and charcloth, and I've used it in several of the videos I've done. Now, I see lots and lots and lots of videos on YouTube with people showing you how to light with flint and steel. I'm not saying they're wrong, but for me there's an awful lot of kind of output for very little return. And I see people, getting the flint and steel and just, going at it 10 to the dozen and eventually getting a spark. And to me there's just no need really, as long as you kind of bear a few pointers in mind. Anyway, so I'll stop rambling on now and just show you what it is I do. So obviously three main components. You've got the steel, flint and your charcloth. Now there's loads of videos on how to make charcloth on the internet, so I'm not going to kind of bore you with one of those. So you have to find a sharp edge on a piece of flint. Now that's how the steel striker works essentially, is that when you strike the steel against the flint is harder than the steel, and what it does is it drives off or shaves off small fragments of steel that obviously under the sort of percussive friction ignites it and it becomes a hot steel spark. So you have to find a nice sharp edge, otherwise it just won't work. Lay your charcloth on top. Now it's important not to kind of manhandle the charcloth too much, purely because what you'll end up doing is the moisture from your fingers will get absorbed by the charcloth and it just won't ignite. So the other mistake I see, that I see people doing is they turn it here and they start striking 10 to the dozen, and as I said, all that's going to happen is the sparks are going to go downhill, and that's not what you want. What you want to do is turn it over so that it sits on an angle. That way when you strike, the sparks will roll down into your charcloth. Okay, so let's give it a go and see how it works out. There we go. So it's just 3 or 4 strikes, and straight away we've got our charcloths alight. I've got a tinder bundle I got earlier. Put that inside the tinder bundle. Try not to burn your fingers. You don't need to get too close, otherwise you're going to introduce too much moisture from your breath. Now every time you take a breath in, move the tinder bundle away, otherwise you're going to inhale the smoke. There we go, flame from a spark. And obviously then, put that into your sticks and you've got a fire. Thanks a lot, see you soon.